Hey, welcome back to another Real Talk reaction. You know what this is. This is Only Murders in the Building, Season 2, Episode number 2. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well. Tell a friend to keep telling all their friends that we over here for the end of 2022. Let's go.
22. Alright, Jeremy coming through on the last episode saying, great reaction. This was a very funny episode. Love the meta jokes about this being a season 2. Amy was great, but we never actually got it confirmed who poisoned Oliver's dog. I didn't think about that until Amy mentioned it. Alright, let's jump into the next episode right now.
The story of Bunny Folger begins with the story of the Arconia. Built in 1908 to help establish the Upper West Side by architect and infamous playboy Archibald Carter, the Arconia was his 4th building of this style in as many countries. Each of Archibald's buildings had little secrets known only to the architect himself. Just as Archibald had secrets known only to the architect himself.
I was spying on fucking
How did you guarantee that whole...
Archibald eventually married and raised his family in the Arconia. And many years later, Archibald's daughter, Leonora, married one Mr. Folger and raised their daughter, Bunny, in the Arconia.
So she is like from the architect.
Bunny lived every day of her life in that same apartment.
Okay. That's
In
our
the
granddaddy business.
1950s, the Upper West Side was a neighborhood of middle class and working people. A place for immigrants, artists, and, as ever, aspiring actors.
Mark, I know you think it's silly.
Oh my god, is
but
that
when you get
baby,
to know Tony, you'll understand why I said that.
Darling, I understand now. That doesn't stop you from loving me. No. That will stop me from loving you.
Otherwise, you got it. You're gonna nail this audition.
Yeah, we'll see. Just remember not to tell your mother about what we did today.
Why doesn't Mom want you to be an actor?
Because she's a dream killer, son.
The dream killer.
Charles, look at that building.
See, that's baby Charles, babe. Charles in the
I hit
city.
it big. We're gonna live there.
That's why my daddy's the one in the painting.
Yeah. He got that white hair, too.
So my father was the subject of a very pricey piece of erotica.
Are you sure that's your father? He had much broader shoulders.
Oliver?
The same gorgeous white hair, but clearly narrower hips. I mean, his are like this, and you're more like this.
That's him. The scar on his neck, that's his watch I still have. But what's he doing up there? Was he a model? Was he a gigolo? Was he sleeping with Rose Cooper?
A highly esteemed and very horny artist.
A super valuable painting of your father that was stolen from a murdered woman's apartment, planted in yours. And that's the part you can't get over? The sex part? Fucking men.
We're the worst.
Fucking
Time's up.
We are the worst.
The guy had so many secrets. I mean, did he even want to be an actor? Did he really want to live in this building? Is that a shadow? Or a tiny little bit of his balls?
Wonderful things for you to work out in therapy. And granted, Papa did have a sizable set of luggage. Meanwhile, we have to get this out of here so we all don't look like murderers, and I can focus back on me. I have a meeting later with Amy Schumer.
Guys, this painting's called Savage.
What? Oh, good. My name's on it. That's not suspicious at all.
So, I should mention, Bunny said something to me before she died.
14.
In addition to 14. Savage. She said savage.
What? Maybe she was trying to point you toward the painting. Maybe she saw it being stolen.
Or maybe she meant Savage, like Jessica Savage.
Who?
A famous news anchor I dated briefly in the 80s. Lived in the building before me. Left me for Ed Bradley from 60 Minutes. Oh, by the way, did I ever tell you the time that I met Steve Croft at a Korean spa? The man had the most beautiful firm breasts.
Okay, you must ask permission to tell stories from now on.
None of this makes any sense. The knitting needle and now the painting.
Well, it's clear that someone's trying to frame the two of you. Not me, which
Yeah.
is weird, considering that I'm definitely the most compelling.
We've got to get this painting out of
Which is
here. Whoever
weird.
planted it here could also have the
He's like,
cops
how do we leave me out?
Yeah, that's all right. He next.
Yep.
Nobody's home!
Get over here! No, what? What?
It was on that wall before that picture too.
Nobody goes in the bed. Go.
Yeah, that's a perfect size.
Put on a sweater. Oh, hi, inquisitive neighbor Howard Morris. How can I help you?
Oh, hello. I'm sorry to bother, but you left your keys in the door.
I was looking for those.
I actually want to stop by because I appreciate what you've done for the building.
Well, thank you.
And I loved your podcast. I actually knew it was your girlfriend like episode 8.
Well, I wish you would have told me, because that would have been helpful.
That would have been
I
super
wanted to see how
helpful.
it ended, Charles. Anyway, I also agree with what you said in your new podcast.
I'm sorry.
Whoever has the painting is Bunny's killer.
We're actually moving off that theory, Howard.
Howard, hey. What happened to your eye?
Oh, it's so silly. I was playing hide and seek with my new kitten, Evelyn, and boom, ran into my hutch. She found me.
How could we,
There's
I
a
don't
gathering
know
over
that
at
one.
Bunny's place right now, just for people who loved her.
It should be a very small gathering.
I thought it would be good if the three of you stopped by.
Oh,
Because,
God. I
you
was
know,
not thinking anyone else to see us.
Somebody know
Yeah,
that bitch.
and Howard, stopping by the victim's memorial is a classic guilty person's move.
But isn't that why you should go? To find the guilty person who looks more guilty than the three of you.
But looks more
Howard
guilty
has a
than you
point
guys.
with that.
So why do you think you were framed? Come on, catch me up. Let's dish.
It will all be on the podcast. We're switching to a subscription model this season. Thanks for the info.
I actually had an idea for like a capsule episode, which I thought might be fun.
A capsule episode.
What if we put the painting back in Bunny's apartment and use Bunny's shindig as cover?
That's good. We stop by, we suss out the crowd, I slip into Bunny's closet, down her secret elevator, into the alley,
Where we can be with the painting.
and then back up to Bunny's, and out.
Yes! Oh, that's a plan. I think this is really good.
We're getting the hang of this.
Absolutely. You can tell it's our second season.
I find that the cute saying it's the second season, babe, is.
You can tell us our second season.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's just a Lego, baby.
I guess so.
I like the windows, the paintings.
Oh, goody. The murderers are here. What the hell are you doing?
We brought dip.
Oh, be
Oh my God, he
nice.
does
I
some
invited
shit,
them.
man.
We came to pay our respects.
With a screw top? What happened? You couldn't find a box?
We want to help find Bunny's killer. Her death was tragic and one of the worst days of my life. And that's actually saying something.
Right, because it's all about you. Millennials, get a job.
Get a damn job.
I have to find a home for that bird.
Baby.
You agree to be recorded.
One of those
That's what the-
podcasters was
if
sniffing
you
around
take
about
it-
No, if you are at this party,
cases
you
of
agree to
cardio.
be recorded.
Which podcast girl?
Glasses, white, nosy, 10 cases.
Yeah, okay. All right. So,
Everyone?
Yep.
Nina Lynn, if I may, I would just like to assure all of you, as the new board president, I will not let Bunny's demise adversely affect the building. I'm in charge now, and a new era begins.
someone's sure itchy to step into the presidential wedgies.
Don't get me started on Nina.
Why? What do you know?
I can't speak openly here.
She's got such a maternal glow.
Funny. I look at her and I think of Rosemary's Baby. If Rosemary were a hedge fund manager and couldn't wait to carry the devil's child.
Did Bunny and Nina get along?
No, don't. Shh, Mabel. I will only say this. If you thought Bunny was a bitch, wait till you get a load of this one.
Bunny was not a bitch. She was all alone in this world. No children, no family, only me and Mrs. Goddamn Gambolini. Why didn't the killer take that bird instead of her painting?
Actually, we're not sure the killer has the painting.
Of course the killer has the painting. Are you talking about my painting?
Who are you?
I'm Leonora Folger. the mother of Bunny.
You said you bought the painting from the artist. So you knew Rose Cooper?
Well, I happened to meet her. She was desperate to get away from a man, and she didn't have any money, so I bought her painting. Then soon after that, she went missing, and then soon after that, they declared her dead.
How did she die?
Now that's the question. The mystery of her death caused the value of her work to go through the roof. Now then, of course, that's the lot of a woman. In order to be recognized, you have to disappear.
Mrs. Folger, did Rose happen to live across the street from here?
Mm-hmm, she did.
Wait here, read your book. I'll be back in an hour after my audition. Then we'll go to Nathan's and get a hot dog, okay?
Okay.
Joe will look after you. Thanks, Joe.
Dad, your plate!
Oh, right.
Was he just going in there to have a affair?
Are you all right?
Hey, I found out something about that Rose Cooper painting.
My painting?
Okay, Amy Schumer has Bunny's painting. She's gonna look like the killer. Oh, hello. Do I smell coconut? Amy Schumer is not a thief or a killer. She just found it in the dumpster.
We can get it back, but we have to take the lead here.
Amy, these are my friends.
Charles Hayden Savage. Oh, I had a poster of you on my ceiling. The shirtless one on the bearskin rug. Oh, I wanted chest hair because of you.
She got it, too.
As a little girl, I would practice my signature Amy Schumer Savage. ASS.
Ass.
Thank you.
I'm Mabel.
Okay.
Okay.
And this is...
You have my painting. Oh my God, look at this. Oh, this is it. This is it. Oh my God. No, I've been away from you too long.
This is all super weird for me. You want to just give me Charles's number?
Okay, you need to calm
Give me
down.
Charles's number.
This isn't it.
What?
No, that canvas was torn in the back. And the artist was broke, so she glued over it, and then this isn't torn. This is a reproduction.
Yeah.
This is all a mistake.
Okay, I don't care about any of this. I just wanted this naked painting of Charles.
This isn't me.
Then I don't want it. Get it out of my Stings apartment.
Well, I'll take it.
Why do they all think that's him? It doesn't even look like him.
Balls
White
on my
hair.
wall. Ugh.
Random old man balls on the wall.
So, was I believable?
As?
Jan.
Oh, thank God you were in character. So you're not insane.
No, not at all.
Well, I should be going. Okay, so is there a single thing from today that we can use in the podcast that won't put us in prison?
Well, they know that Bunny definitely had the original. But why would she have a replica made?
Or
No, why would
did the
somebody
killer
make a
have it
replica?
made to frame us?
Yeah.
Robert Charles.
So I took a closer look at Bunny's will. There's something she wanted you to have.
What?
Where's the lawyer at for her?
Absolutely not.
Oh! I don't think you want to disrespect the wishes of the person people think you murdered, right? Her life expectancy is 80 years.
Even in death, Bunny figures out a way to give you the bird.
Oh, that's a good line.
Yeah.
I wish I was recording.
Ain't nothing a good.
I was.
Oh
Ain't
God.
nothing a good
Please
window
tell me
left
I'm
over
turning
one
into
dude.
you.
Give me kissy.
Okay, no, we're not doing this.
But the bird is going to give some evidence because it's going to say some words.
Baby. And the thing about New York, none of that shit ain't changed in millennium, but it's all exactly the same as it was. So you could technically go out here and be like,
Look
"This
how
is
much
exactly
good
what
it's
I'm
out
saying."
here for.
Dad? Dad?
It's okay, buddy.
What's happening?
Come on, that's my son.
Dad! Wait. Wait, Dad! Dad!
What the fuck?
Mrs. Folger, before you go,
Oh, God, not now. I'm not good at this hour.
I think my father is in that painting.
Well, of course he is.
You knew?
Well, I'm not blind. Well, I am blind, but I'm not that blind. I was having an affair with your father for years.
Oh, that's you.
I thought Rose Cooper was.
She was too.
No.
You're telling me my father was working both sides of the street?
So what is so hard to follow here? I don't do well at this hour.
I don't do well at this
My
hour.
father brought me here all the time.
What happened to him?
My dad, nothing good. Drinking, jail, and he died while I was young.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
And Mrs. Folger, what about your painting?
I have a feeling that you'll be looking for me. It's strange returning to a place where you have so much history. What once was a place of joy is now haunted. Or maybe it was always haunted. You just can't see the ghosts until you're close to being one yourself.
There you are. Are you okay?
I was just on the street having my mind blown by Leonora Folger.
Do I want to ask?
Apparently my father was having an affair with Rose Cooper and Mrs. Folger, which... Wait, does that mean... Could Bunny be my sister?
What?
What's Mrs. Gambolini doing here?
Isn't this fun?
Eat shit.
Maybe I can donate her to, like, an orphanage.
I'm not so sure she should be around children.
Hey. Hey.
Hey. Hey.
See, I told you the parrot's going to say some shit.
I know who did it.
See?
Alright, that was episode 2 of Only Murders in This Building right here. And it's getting good. I mean, the way-ups. You already know how it's going to go. It's only episode 2, so we already got like a long way to go of what had happened, what's about to happen, who did it, who done it. I don't know why we got the, I can't remember the actress name, the British girl who's in there now. Why is she...
The studio, the art studio?
The art studio,
Yeah.
why is she in here to throw a wrench in our whole thing? Obviously, she's got to have something to do with something, right? She seems like a psycho person that could, like, copycat a murder or, like, want to be involved with it, right? Because she's just one of those weird people out here in these streets. And then Savage's daddy, that whole story is going to come to fruition on there. It could Bonnie be his sister? I don't know. But it's just starting to shape up to be a whole mishmash of a lot of things that I guess you could just keep going with, right? Because this building has a lot of history, and the one across the street, the hotel, got a lot of history. So it's just going to probably get into a whole bunch of that stuff until we start narrowing it down to, like, who killed Bonnie. And then we'll see. But right now, it's shaping up to be really, really good. And again, I cannot wait to see what the mystery unravels at the end and who it's going to be. Because if it's like anything like season 1, it's going to be bananas and a good twist at the end and a good journey to get to it. So I can't wait to see it. So can't wait to see another episode.
So I especially love this episode, the historic, like looking back as far as how the building was made, seeing Bunny's history and how she's involved, that she's part of the lineage, so to speak, of the architect. I love seeing Charles as a little kid too, and the fact that, you know, we're exploring what his history has to do with the painting and how it like intertwines with who Bunny is too. Yeah. That's really great because it is such a historic building. I think having an episode where you spend some time on the history makes sense, so I appreciate that, especially in season 2. I also think Oliver's just killing it. Every single time, every word he says is just hilarious to me. I feel like he is just, he can't not be funny at this point, and I really like it. To your point, the studio chick, I don't know why we've introduced her yet. Now it seems like a love interest, and so far love interest has not worked out well for this show, as in they tend to be killers. So I'm curious to see why they've introduced her, what role she has to play in the season as a whole. It doesn't seem like the show would introduce just someone new for the sake of someone new.
Yeah.
But curious to see. I also think Amy's whole like vibe and energy is hilarious. I love the cameo from Bunny's mom. I thought she was fantastic too. I haven't seen her all white hair before, so it took a really long time to like place her.
She's always dark hair.
But she was fantastic. But all in all, just a really entertaining episode, specifically with the historical callbacks and kind of seeing how we got to where we are. But I have no idea. I have no predictions. I haven't been able to analyze anything at this point yet. So I have no idea where this is going yet, which is really fun too. So looking forward to the next episode and getting a little bit more.
Yep. All right. Well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Only Murders in the Building Season 2, episode number 2. And until next time.